morning, children. Hope you all are doing good. Let's continue with the next topic of the chapter Fiber to Fabric, that is silk. Silk is an animal fiber obtained from an insect called silkworms or silk moth. The silk moth lives on the leaves of mulberry plants. Here you can see the picture. This is mulberry tree, and India is the second largest silk producer in the world after China. The process of rearing silkworms to obtain silk from them is called sericulture. Actually, variety of silk is found in different parts of globe, but in India there are mainly five types of silk. That is mulberry silk, tussar silk, airy silk, muga silk, and oak tussar silk. Out of these variety, mulberry silk is the most common silk produced in India and muga is the most precious silk. The places where these different types of the silk are mostly found are shown in the map, and you can easily see the index which represent different colors given to the different silk. Nowadays, silk is produced in many countries, but it is believed to be started in China. It was discovered accidentally. One day, the Empress Lizu was having tea under a mulberry tree and was asked by the emperor to find the cause of the damaged leaves of the mulberry trees. When she looked up, she found some white worms eating up mulberry leaves. She also noticed that these worms were spinning shiny cocoons around them. Suddenly, the cocoon of a silkworm dropped into her teacup, and a tangle of delicate thread separated from the cocoon in the teacup. When the empress tried to take the cocoon out of her teacup, she was surprised to see the endless long thread. Slowly, the silk industries began to flourish in China. However, Chinese kept it as a secret from other countries for hundreds of years. Later, the traders and travelers took silk to other countries. So, the route by which silk traveled to reach various countries in the ancient times is called Silk Route. Now, let's discuss the life cycle of silk moth. The life cycle of silkworm or a silk moth consists of four stages from egg to adult silkworms or silk moths. There are four stages in the life cycle of silk moth. In the first stage, female silkworm lays hundreds of tiny eggs at one time on the leaves. Then in the second stage, the eggs hatch into the tiny larvae. These larvae are also called caterpillars. Initially, a caterpillar is very tiny and black in color. It feeds on mulberry leaves day and night and grows. During this stage, it sheds its skin multiple times, and this process is called molting. Then, stage 3. In this stage, caterpillar turns into pupa. Caterpillar fixes itself strongly by weaving a net, by secreting a thick wet protein fiber. This wet fiber gets hard in the presence of air and obtain cocoon. Next stage is cocoon to moth. Inside the cocoon, the pupa develops into a moth. The moth grows old outside and the cycle repeats. Next is processing of silk. The processing of silk fibers from cocoon involves various steps like rearing of silkworms, reeling and dyeing. This is followed by spinning and weaving. Here you can see the picture also how the silk is processed through various stages. Silk moths are reared to lay eggs on the leaves. These eggs are carefully collected and kept on a piece of a cloth or paper strips. The eggs are warmed to suitable temperature and then hatch into larvae called caterpillars or silkworms. In the boiling process, a lot of cocoons are put in a steam oven for 10 to 15 minutes to kill the larvae inside them, and this process is called as the stifling. Boiling also helps to loosen the strong cocoon fibers. The silk fibers from many boiled cocoons are separated to weave the fabric, and this process of drawing silk fibers from the boiled cocoon is called reeling of silk. Special machines are used for reeling. The long strands of around 3 to 18 silk fibers are twisted together to form the silk thread. The silk fibers are then dyed in different colors. The long strands are used by weavers to weave silk items like saris, scarves, dress material, jacket, dupatta, and gloves. Here you can see the picture also. Hope you are clear about the things. Read the chapter carefully. Thank you.